watching Deacon Blues. Welcome to Cawffee Tawk. I'm Mark. This is my partner Kirsten.
Hello.
We have Steve Kikoen and Ebonie Taylor and Dave Farley in the house. Welcome. Hello. We're so excited.
By far the most people we've ever had here.
This is our largest Cawffee Talk
Large
production
Cawffee
yet.
Talk today. Yep.
So welcome. We are so excited. You're coming to our little neck of the woods this Saturday. And what can you tell people that haven't heard about Deacon Blues? What is it? How did it come about? Tell us.
Sure. Well, we are considered America's all-star Grammy tribute to Steely Dan. And when I decided to get into the tribute business, because everybody in the band is a composer or an arranger or an educator, but when we decided to pick a tribute, we thought, what would be more interesting and challenging than Steely Dan? Because it's rock, it's jazz, it's soul, it's funk, all rolled into one thing. And because it's challenging, we knew we had to get the highest, most stellar players that we could find. So sure enough, out of the 12 members in the band, we have about 6 core members, and then we surround ourselves with a power bench of really amazing Chicago area musicians. The type of musicians that you'll find in the pit orchestras of all the Broadway shows that are in Chicago. They've been in Wicked, Billy Elliot, Disney's Lion King. They're currently in Hamilton right now. Cool. So the level of musicianship is really stellar. And it has to be in order to attack Steely Dan.
Yeah.
Yeah, no doubt.
I was, as a wee child, rocking out to the Who and stuff, and we're like, oh, we're so winning our battle of the bands. And then the jazz ensemble showed up and blew doors with Steely Dan. Like, yeah, they're real musicians, aren't they?
Oh, no. And Dave here, I'm going to skip over Ebonie for a moment. And Dave here and I were actually roommates in college. So, but it was only at a happenstance meeting at a club before Deacon Blues where we got back in touch. And now, because Dave is an outstanding bassist and the leader of Orchestra 33, which is Chicago's premier jobbing band, he also had a love for Steely Dan. So there you go.
Yeah.
Nice.
Fate would have it, we ended up on the same stage that night at a place in Bloomingdale.
That's right.
Had not seen each other or talked to each other in about 25 years.
That's cool.
Wow.
That's how it
And
all
so
got hooked up.
that sparked the whole Steely Dan thing, that you guys were going to get together and do this?
It
or?
sparked my participation in
Okay,
it. But
okay.
Steve
So
was
you had
already
been
working
doing
on
it for a while?
Yeah.
I see. Okay. Yeah, cool. Excellent.
So then we got David, and then Ebonie was with us for about a couple of years at the very beginning, but then she got busy sort of traveling the world with R. Kelly, I believe it was.
Yeah.
And that she sort of, it wasn't local anymore. She was worldly.
I was gone.
But now she's back and promises she's not going to disappear on us again. So
Not for a while.
Yeah.
so we love having Ebonie because she's Ebonie Taylor. She's Coco Taylor's niece. So
Yeah.
That's cool. We do still a lot of work for the Women in Blues, Chicago Women in Blues. So
Yeah, he was telling me.
Yeah,
I did a.
Coco Taylor
She
was.
stepped out of the car and said, I think we met before.
I
She's
said,
like,
you look so familiar.
Yeah, isn't that wild? That's such a small world.
the
Very
Joan
cool.
and Gary Gand.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Oh, right,
Gans,
right, right,
love
right.
him.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
What are you doing when you're not in
Oh, a
Deacon
lot.
Blues?
I'm doing the jobbing thing as well, and then I also have my own band, and we do a lot of R&B, pop, soul, and then of course we have to do a tribute to Coco all the time and everything. Because for my age group, the blues is like, people are like, blues, so it's my responsibility to keep the blues alive, keep her name alive. So
Excellent.
I try to do that as much as I can, and then jamming with these guys. And like you said, it's really fun because you get to play with world-class musicians and singers, and everybody's amazing, and it's really fun. It's not work, it's fun.
Nice.
And so, did you grow up listening to Steely Dan?
Actually, yeah, I did actually grow up, surprisingly. I know I'm only 18.
oh yeah, your dreams.
Right, times 3. Actually, yes, I did. And it's so funny because I remember a lot of songs that I didn't even know was Steely Dan. And I'm like, that's Steely Dan. And it's so funny because a lot of artists today, a lot of different artists, as far as a lot of rappers, a lot of R&B artists, a lot of different artists use and sample a lot of different Steely Dan songs. So they're still alive in different genres of music. But
Yeah.
How cool.
Yeah.
And we've been very, very fortunate. Howard Levy was the first Grammy Award winner that we got in touch with because I saw Howard with Donald Fagen when Donald Fagen had a solo trip to the Chicago Theater and called the incredible Howard Levy, who of course is a member of Bela Fleck and the Flecktones. He's considered the tall, thin Flecktone. But Howard is, basically reinvented the harmonica and how to play it. So he's just an absolute virtuoso all over the world and gives master classes all over the world. And I saw this amazing Evanstonian, because he still lives in Evanston to this day, play with Donald Fagen. And thought, it would be really kind of cool if he can play with Donald Fagen, and we're doing this stuff with some of the studio musicians that their band has actually used in the past. Why not have one of the Grammy guys? So we approached him. He was all over it. And now we have 9 Grammy Award winners that play with us as guest soloists, which doesn't hurt ticket sales.
No, it doesn't. That's pretty awesome.
But it's great that they, in fact, now the last couple actually contacted us, which was the other way around, which was nice.
That's always good, yeah.
But we've got Sugar Blue, who was actually in the Rolling Stones for a bit. Billy Branch, Pat Metheny's drummer for 18 years, Paul Wertigo. Just some amazing Grammy nominees and winners that we're blessed to be with.
That's
I
excellent.
did try to push for Paul Wertigo. He was unavailable.
For Saturday, for this Saturday.
Yeah, he's
Next time.
a
Next
big
time.
drumming hero.
Yeah.
There's so many people here. Everybody has their own Paul Wertigo story.
That's right. He's great.
And so you played some great shows. I was looking at your schedule. Sold Out, Arcada. We love the Onestes.
Oh yeah,
they're cool guys from over there.
they're good. Good. How you doing?
How you doing? Yeah.
And we love City Winery and Fitzgerald's. What a great little hub of music there.
Oh yeah, it's like our home away from home.
Yeah.
You guys are touching all the great spots. And so we're so glad you're coming to 210 live at 210.
Live at 210.
Wow.
Live at 210.
Let's just talk a little bit about the process of what it's like to work with such a large band and bring so many musicians in and out.
Okay, well, having to read music is like a foregone conclusion. It's like in most bands, especially rock bands, reading music is not a precursor to it. It's not a requirement. But what's the old joke? How do you get a lead guitarist to throw sheet music in front of you? What the heck is it?
It works. Yeah.
But many of the players in the band were ear musicians before we were readers, because when we were little kids, we learned how to play by ear. So to me, it's the best of both worlds if you can be an ear musician and a reading musician. But the fact that we're all readers and good readers, it makes the rehearsal process much more efficient, so that people do their homework. Here's the set list. You only need literally one rehearsal, as opposed to a typical garage band, bless their hearts, that don't read music and they have to do it over and over and over and over again. So the fact that you have to read music in order to sort of play this properly and efficiently. That being said, jazz musicians really need to read music. Classical musicians need to read. But like I just said, without at the risk of being redundant, the reading music thing was really important because it just makes rehearsals efficient. And then we'll have rhythm section rehearsals without the horns, without the lovely ladies, and then we'll have separate vocal rehearsals, just so we can whip the vocals in shape. And then we'll have in actuality, before any major gig, we'll have 3 rehearsals: a rhythm section, a vocal a cappella sort of thing, and then a full band rehearsal.
Here's a selfish question. I've been asking people that have been working on large projects. When you're in a rehearsal and there's a little bump in the road and maybe something wasn't figured out, or maybe it's something that really just people had different ideas about it, How do you know when to like work through the bump in the road or when to table it for a
That's a good question. I'm going to let Dave answer that one.
Ah,
Where do I begin?
Because Dave's not only involved with a large band of Deacon Blues, but a very large band with Orchestra 33.
Uh-huh.
well, a lot of times when in Orchestra 33, when we're playing a song, it might be for the very first time live.
Yeah, that's true.
And so, as Steve said, reading is imperative, but also listening to it ahead of time helps. If we're doing a cover tune, which the majority of the songs are. But interpretation, with a band that plays together a lot, it becomes second nature to actually understand and know what the other person is going to do. Mm-hmm. When you have subs coming in, the whole parameter changes, and you don't necessarily know what's going to happen. So if you come to a point in a song where it might seem like someone is going this direction and someone is going that direction, that's when the person who's in charge subtly says, this is where we're going, you're taking it. And it doesn't have to be verbal. It can just, it can be a look. Mm-hmm. It can be something you play.
What does that look like?
It's that evil eye. Yeah.
Zoom in on Dave's face.
Yeah, for the evil eye. Yeah.
No, it's usually, there are a lot of songs that I count off that it's an expression on my face given to the guitarist to know what we're going to do. And it's kind of a long-standing joke between the two of us, because some of the faces that I give him
Can you demonstrate a few of those?
These are not just bass faces; these are cueing faces.
Cueing faces, that's right. Excellent, Mark.
Yeah.
Excellent, Mark. So one thing I will say is we and I'm sure my two colleagues will attest to this. Mm-hmm. Every time we perform, we get a lot of comments every single time, especially from people that haven't seen us before, that say, oh my gosh, watching you people perform is such a joy because you actually must like each other. Because you look at each other, there's a lot of eye contact, you crack each other up, there's a lot of in-jokes that are going on.
Yeah,
and we don't see that. What they say to us is that a lot of their favorite bands just kind of phone it in a little bit because they've been together for X amount of years, or maybe they're more interested in the financial end of it than the musical end of it or whatever. But I'm very proud to say that we have little or no band drama in our thing, and which is really,
that's a big deal.
Well, I mean, it really
deal.
is, because
Yeah.
every band has band drama
Yeah.
to a certain extent, but we really don't. And to be a 12-piece band and not to have to deal with that silliness is a real.
They are machines.
But yeah, we like each other, and it shows.
I saw on your bio that you know the guys from Yes.
Yes, that's true. Yes.
Okay, tell me.
Okay, well, I'll try to make it short because it's a long story. So long story short, I had written an arrangement for my choir at the time, which was called the Lincolnwood Chorale. I had written an arrangement of a song called Nine Voices. And Nine Voices was a Yes song that was on an album called The Ladder in 1999. It was put onto a compilation CD that came to the attention of John Anderson, the then lead singer of Yes. He called me at the school where I was teaching. During my break, I answered the phone, and it was something like this. I need Steve Kikoen. This is John Anderson calling. And I'm like, Dave, are you playing a trick on me?
I can't sound like that.
That's right, you're a bass boy. But John went on to identify himself, and actually the first thing he asked me, I'll never forget, was, how did you come up with the introduction? Because we wrote an a cappella introduction, which I just thought would fit. And in that split second, I'm thinking, there's no way John Anderson is asking me anything about composition. There's no way. But I took that as a compliment. But he said, long story short, he said, could we put the kids, how many in the choir? And I said, well, they're teenagers and there's 80 of them. And he said, could we put all of them on stage at the Chicago Theater when we come to town? Oh. And I was like, twist my arm.
Wow.
So sure enough, the next thing I know, 2 months later, the kids were on stage doing that.
Wow.
Met them at sound check, and then 2 years later, they called again and asked for an encore performance at the what we used to call the Rosemont, the Allstate Arena.
Yes.
And so they did.
And so did some kids like stay back?
Some had graduated. Some were still
Stay
there.
back.
Many wanted
Did
to
they
be
drop
alumni.
out? Yeah.
Many wanted to be alumni, and all of the parents wanted to come, of
Yeah.
course.
Oh, of course.
Because the parents knew probably a little more than their kids did
Yeah.
at that time.
Yeah.
But it was a wonderful, wonderful experience, and I'm close with John to this day. In fact, I'm writing some choir arrangements for him as we speak.
Oh, very
So
cool.
I'm still close with him, but I'm even closer with Steve Howe, the guitar player.
Mm-hmm.
So that's been a real blessing because he's always been one of my heroes.
We're going to have a separate coffee talk just to talk
Just about, yes.
Yeah.
Sure.
We're
Yeah.
going to have to do that.
Yeah, it's pretty cool.
I did want to look at a couple things on our website. You can see here 210's website. You're like in the header, and we are running a special
Very nice.
pre-sale promotion. So you want to get your tickets ahead of time, so you don't have to, be disappointed when you hit that door. And they will take you right to Open Table. That's because your crowd is sophisticated. They like to sit down for dinner at a show.
They are sophisticated.
Yes. And for some of the not so sophisticated people, no, I'm just kidding. There will be general admission tickets also for people not looking for the dining experience, and we cannot wait to see you guys live at 210.
Yay.
I'm excited.
It has been a tradition now for Cawffee Talk. We go really back so far, but we would love for you guys just to share a little music with us. We have a kitchen concert series, so you're our largest kitchen concert series.
Yeah, there you go.
Sweet.
Yep. Yep.
Yes. What do you guys think you might be able to play for us here?
I don't know. You want to do Josie? What do you
Give it a go.
give it to Josie? All right, we can try that. Now remember, we're minus 9.
Nine people. Yeah.
Yes.
I don't know.
I think we can pull it off.
This is just the slightly plugged-in version.
Yeah.
All right, here we go. One, two, three. We're gonna break out the hats and hooters. Joy that comes home. Gonna rev up the motor scooters. Joy that comes home to stay. We're gonna park in the street, sleep on the beach and make it. Throw down the jam till the girls say when. Lay down the law and break it. And joy that comes home. Joy that come home, so good. She's the pride of the neighborhood. She's a raw thing, live wire. She plays like a Roman with her eyes on fire, yeah. Joe, would you love to scrabble? Never say no. No. Shine up the battle level. Shake 'em all down tonight. We're gonna mix in the street. Stuck at the stroke of midnight. Struck down the bone till the girls say when. They got what's left of daylight. When joy comes home. When joy comes home. So bad. She's the best friend you never had. She's a raw flame, live wire. She plays like a Roman with her eyes on fire. She's the pride of the neighborhood. She's a raw flame, live wire. She prays like a Roman with her eyes on fire.
Yeah.
Unplugged.
That's so cool.
Mostly unplugged.
That
Some
happens.
plugged.
Yeah. That happens right here at our dining
I
room
know,
table.
it's so cool.
Man, this
That
is one of
really
the best
awesome.
concerts ever. So relaxed. I'm
I
like,
know,
this is
right?
great.
It's great.
I kind of heard the drums a little bit. I wasn't sure if it was Trelise or if it was Hipskin or if it was Ben
I
Johnson.
think it was just your right foot.
My reference.
Call it whoever you want.
Yeah.
All right, cool.
Is there something Ebonie might be able to sing?
Sure.
Yeah, how about you want to do Chain of Fool?
Let's do it.
Oh,
Let's
yes,
do it.
yes, yes.
Start with the
All right,
intro.
something like this. Ready?
Chain, chain, chain.
Yeah.
Chain, chain, chain. Chain, chain, chain. Chain of fool. For 5 long years, I thought you were my man. But I found out I'm just a link in your chain. I said you got me where you want me. Oh, I ain't nothing but your fool. I said you treated me mean. Oh, I said you treated me cruel. Chain, chain, chain.
Chain, chain, chain.
Chain, chain, chain.
Chain, chain, chain.
Chain, chain, chain. Chain of fool. One of these old days, I said the train is gonna break. But up until then, child, I'm gonna take all I can take. Chain, chain, chain.
Chain, chain, chain.
Chain, chain, chain.
Chain, chain, chain.
Chain, chain, chain. Chain of fool.
Yeah.
A little Aretha,
Ebonie.
a little Aretha for you.
I bow to you.
So you are coming Saturday, right?
Yeah, right there it is. There it is.
Yeah. Awesome.
I gotta learn me some tambourine. And when we set up in the basement,
Yeah,
it's
there
gonna
you
be
go.
like
You're just going to be
Mark's
tabourining
Yeah.
the whole time.
yeah,
Get your ooze.
you guys, thank you so much for coming to Cawfee Talk.
Yeah.
And we cannot wait for your show Saturday. This Saturday, May 27th, live at 210, 9 o'clock. Go to the 210restaurant.com. Go to Facebook. Go to deaconblues.com. It's all over.
It's all over the
It's
place.
everywhere.
You got to
It's-
go
yes.
everywhere.
You can go anywhere and you'll get there.
Or just come by
Just
with
come on
money.
down. Yes.
That's groovy.
Yeah.
That's always good.
We,
That's good
we
too.
absolutely love being here.
Thank you so much.
Thank you, guys. Thanks very much.
But did you want us to play out with the tune?
Yeah, you want
Yes.
to? Yes, for
Let's,
sure.
Steve has to change guitars.
How about do it again?
Let's do it.
Let's do it again. All right. Bring us in, Dave.
Yeah.
In the morning you go gunning for the man who stole your water, and you fight till he's done in, but they catch you at the border, and the mourners are all singing, they drag you by your feet, and the hangman is hanging, and they put you on the street. Yeah, you're going back, Jack, do it again. Wheels turning round and round, you're going back, Jack, do it again. Here we go. Yeah, sweet. So there you
That's
go.
so cool.
That is
Well,
cool.
thanks, guys. That's a landmark coffee talk.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
Sweet.
Sweet.
Thank
It's been a
you.
pleasure. Thank you.
Thank you.